Yeah, I mean, NRG has shown some signs of weakness on Vaskar in the past, so there is a map to kind of finish it off on. It could absolutely be that one, but like I said, you got to get there first. You got to get through their map pick. If you're Reciprocity, if you can manage to steal the NRG map pick away from them, if you can equalize the series now, you would have all the momentum in the world, right? You just stole their pick. You're heading to a map that they have a little bit of weakness on. But again, they got to get through 7 rounds of the defending champions before they can get there.
All right, here we are getting us started off here. It's going to be Asylum, and I'm excited to watch this one specifically because I want to see what Explosive is up to. Because last time we watched NRG play on this map against Hive, Explosives literally had an explosive start. I mean, he came through the map, got a 3-piece, and man, it was just a violent start overall for the team of NRG. And much so the case here. 2 players down on the side of Reciprocity. BC is in fact going to be captured, but I love the idea from Reciprocity. Someone has OE'd and broke C, but Mental's on top of it. And that's going to be Rushies, who is the sneaky beaver, who made his way all the way over.
Yeah, definitely like that play by Rush. You can see him kind of getting out of dodge, getting that cap, and getting right out of there. He's going to end up getting it down onto Solars as well, looking like Solars hasn't been eliminated just yet. Finally, the Iceman does go ahead and clean him up. B-Hill being neutralized and now capped by Reciprocity. You see Mental and Summons edging over with their teammate Praise towards the A-Hill. Rushy's going to be there to meet him with a lot of Lancer Fire teammates all around on each side. It's going to be Kenny. It's going to be Powers getting some downs, getting some kills. Numbers swaying in Reciprocity's direction, but not for long. Mental and Summons are there to clean it up, to equalize, and what was a quick set of kills by Reciprocity is trumped by the members of NRG.
Good start from NRG, locking down A and B once again. Try and maintain that lead. I'm liking the idea from Icy, right? Comes out, gets a nice chunk onto Mental. Good stuff from him. Praise, though, will capitalize. And Kenny off of spawn already is getting beamed from Solars off into the distance. And I'm liking the setup from NRG. Reciprocity is going to have a hard time trying to break any of the angles because, I mean, one, they're running into Lancer Fire from all these lines of sight that NRG has locked in, or B, they just really don't have anywhere to go. I mean, where are they going to go? They're going to go over to B. They're going to go straight into 2 players from NRG. Those are the 2 players you got to focus on right now, but Kenny can't even get over to help his own teammate of Franchise because the pressure was too much from the Lancer Fire. So you really got to think about what you're going to do anyways. NRG, they don't have to think. They're going for the trip cap. 2 trains are going through. Kenny can't go anywhere. All he's going to be able to do is at least stun, potentially move forward, but again, he's got 3 players with Lancer Fire. He's got Solars pressing him. He's in a tough place. He can't get out of there. He goes down.
Yeah, you see Solars, his teammate Praise, holding down the B side. They didn't get the full Elam. I don't think anyone in Reciprocity is even going to end up spawning back in. They choose not to. 1-0 lead for NRG. 6 more rounds for them to be crowned the champions. Reciprocity still trying to fight back and force a game number 3 in these grand finals.
What I'm seeing, NRG off to a good start. Reciprocity, where you at? Got to see at least a major improvement here. It's only been 1 round. Let me not get carried away. Let me not. I have a tendency to get carried away. I don't want to do that. Not yet, right? Reciprocity still very much so in this. But of course, they're going to start those weapon trees starting to get built up. NRG is going to match what Reciprocity places down. Reciprocity is going to match what NRG places down. It's just the way of the world overall. But lessons learned from the first game. I got to say, NRG just did a great job locking down the angles. Bottom line, period. I love the idea that Reciprocity was try and flip and go over towards C. That was Rushy's, but I mean, still, in the end of the day, he was figured out. NRG did a great job at countering what Reciprocity was throwing down. I just got to see Reciprocity do a better job of potentially just locking down these angles. They can't allow NRG with that Lancer Fire to lock it through. But in the meantime, the Reciprocity in a good position. This is where NRG was able to capitalize before. They can't allow for Mental to push in with Explosive onto Franchise and take him out. Powers has to provide some backup.
You see sort of a stalemate going down towards this B-Hill right now. Explosive sitting pretty in that cover, as is Franchise. Again, the 2 team captains facing off, mirrored. You're going to see the train starts to come in. It's going to be on the opposite side. It's going to cut off these 2 teams. You see Kenny try to get in towards his teammates. As that train comes in, they've now been separated. NRG down in numbers. 3 members of Reciprocity over towards the train. Explosive gets down. Powers cleans it up. Looking to get mental. See Franchise hits the shot, back rolls.
Nice.
Gets down, but ends up having the cleanup from his teammate. Good teamwork coming in from Reciprocity.
Like
now
this.
they're beginning to advance forward. They're getting aggressive. Icy's going to be taken down, but it's not going to stop them from moving. Power is going to hop on that hill. It's going to create a sense of urgency for NRG. They know they'll have to hop on one hill. It is, however, going to be the home hill of Reciprocity. Power is deciding now, where does he want to fight? Where does he want to take his resources? You see Franchise and Kenny both in that little underpass area trying to stay alive. Powers finally gets dropped over on the NRG side of the map. Meanwhile, Icy edging towards his own home hill. Both of them kind of getting taken back and forth, but in the end, the fight heads back over to B.
I like the idea, though, from Powers specifically, to be over onto the home hill of NRG. He knew exactly where NRG was going to be, right? They were going to be trying to force the other home hill, and I think there was a big battle going on there. If Reciprocity wins that fight on their own home hill, you already have Powers on NRG's home hill. They potentially go for a triple cap there. I like the idea, but either way, like you said, they apply that pressure, smart plays, and I like the idea that Reciprocity is able to take control once again. NRG got a little bit sneaky there, but Reciprocity read it, and that's what they need to do. They need to start shutting those rotations down because NRG are rotational masterminds. Franchise off in the distance. Mental is going to be pushing forward. He needs some backup because you know Summons, Mental, they're about to make the play. The stun goes through. Mental actually can't go anywhere. Luckily, the double trade comes through. Franchise, he's going to be all right.
Gotta love when that double train comes in, right? I can't tell you how many times, obviously I'm not half the these guys. Half the time I'll be in a fight, I'll try and do some fancy up A, and then I just end up getting headbutted by the train. So I always love seeing kind of how these guys sort of bob and weave around the train, how mechanically skilled they are when it comes to kind of keeping that train in mind. So fight comes in. Mental trying to get on that B hill. Reciprocity looking poised to take a round of their own. A being decapped at the same time. C also being decapped. The Wreck just needs to get 5 more seconds on the board. The kills are looking all on the blue side of your kill feed. COG team going to tie it up. We have a 1-1 in map number 2. Good job of Reciprocity equalizing it.
Yeah, I like it, right? Tying it up 1-1. Definitely some good stuff going through overall. And Ryan, for you, I mean, it's obviously very evenly matched. Why do you think that is the case? I mean, you've been watching this. If you were coaching, let's say you were coaching Reciprocity, what can they improve on? What can they keep doing to be successful?
It's going to come down to confidence to me, right? If you sort of roll over to a team like NRG, they will absolutely run you over. So you have to meet them with confidence, right? You have to go blow for blow with them because, again, if you're the team that's trying to kind of back roll and trying to kind of play defensively, a team like NRG will run all over you. They have incredible teamwork. They have incredible skill. And now you see the drop shot placed on the middle, Taylor. It's going to be one of the first times we see the drops not being on the sides.
Yeah.
So many times we see drop shots being on the home hills, maybe even a boom on the center line once in a while, but this time it's going to be the drop place in the middle.
Definitely like that play. Seeing them fight for the drop is incredibly fun overall. Seeing that collapse down, bodies dropping, and seeing who wins it. Because that's what made Training Grounds, I think, so incredibly exciting to me, was watching them fight for that drop off the start. NRG is going to be pushing it. They knew they dropped Icy for the time being. They smelled blood in the water, but Explosive gets dropped in the meantime. Icy's going off. Mental is going to be coming through. That's going to be one down. He picks up the second. Franchise, though, is going to capitalize. He knocks down Mental, and that's going to be a good win from Reciprocity. What looked like a powerhouse push from NRG shut down.
You're going to hear that train coming once again. B hill being capped by Reciprocity. Summons over on the A hill. I think Summons knows that all he's going to get out of that is a break. He's going to quickly retreat back up top. It's going to be Wreck and control their home hill once again and taking an early lead. But for how long? The B hill push is coming in. Prey sitting in the hill. Kenny looking over with a drop shot, deciding not to use it just yet. Going to let his teammates use their Lancer to get that down first. Got to be some, I assume, great communication coming in. Ooh. Kenny saves it, uses it on Mental, drops right beforehand, but his teammate is there to clean it up. That's going to be 4 dead. Summons, the only remaining member. We saw him get on that A hill earlier, so we have a general idea of where he's sitting. You see them going in for the pinch. Summons on the mark. They know exactly where he is. Can he get a kill on the way out? The answer is going to be no. He's going to be taken out. His teammates are up now. The final fight coming in towards the C hill. Reciprocity looking strong. They get the first down. They get the second kill. The other members won't even spawn in. Reciprocity looking confident, looking strong, trying to not make the same mistake twice, trying to ensure that they get themselves to a map 3.
It's a great job from Rush. He's coming on that flank. Overall, 2-1, Reciprocity leading the way. That's solid. That's some good stuff coming out from them. We talked about it, right? They need to win this. I mean, bottom line, they need to win, right? If they lose this, they lose finals 2-0. And then, of course, the majority of the money and the spoils of the victory go to the side of NRG. So this is Reciprocity's time to turn up. They lost training grounds. Asylum is now, if you will, their training grounds. They need to come through big here to force a Game 3 onto Vaskar. And maybe, you know, having that drop shot in mid, maybe change things up a little bit. At least it worked in that last round. And we'll see if it will continue to work for Reciprocity. But NRG had some great moments off the initial. I know Mental got a couple of drops. If he didn't get dropped in that meantime, if he goes into that mass of players of Reciprocity, I think there was like 3 of them in there. If Franchise doesn't pick up that kill and Mental maybe comes in there, gets a couple of the kills himself, that could have been really devastating for the side of Reciprocity. But just comes to show you those moments where you pick up those crucial kills definitely does matter. Some Lancer Fire going crazy. Praise taking some damage. He's going to be all right. But look at Franchise coming from the flank, or at least from the side of Solars, takes him out. He gets a second on explosives, and Kenny, he's going to start his rotation too.
Reciprocity looking strong on this round as well, trying to build yet another lead. Teamfire coming in. You see Kenny in the back line, putting in damage on both Praise and Summons. Going to give his teammates some time to get back. Kenny taking the full red. Rushies gets one.
Wow.
Tries to get the second before Praise. He's going to take him out. Can he get 2? He does. Praise makes them both pay and has a one-way ticket to the Reciprocity home hill. That's going to give him the decap on to C. The train will looking like potentially block the B hill. Praise going to be spotted by Franchise trying to get out. He almost takes him out. It's a good spread, but it is not enough. C hill back in favor of the COG team. They're starting to build a lead. Once again, you see them quickly putting the resources back over to that B hill to defend that neutral.
Mental and Summons, deadly duo to go against, but Franchise has been on fire. As far as I know, he's picked up 3 or 4 in this single life that he's had so far. And he loves being in that arch section, just locking it down. Meanwhile, Icy, Rushies, and Franchise could all collapse down onto the B, but kind of curious, Train is going to be moving forward. Does this give an opportunity for NRG to push forward? Well, Summons is going to get active. He's going to start moving. And Mental is going to go onto the attack. I believe he's going to be fighting Franchise, and he will get the best of him. Icy then goes for the revenge kill. He's going to get a nice tag. Plus the drop, he goes for the finish. Explosives onto him. Meanwhile, the Reciprocity, we're focused on this fight. Reciprocity's going for the trip cap onto A. NRG's having to backtrack, put their resources over to try and just stop the trip cap from happening. Reciprocity's got a massive lead. They're looking unstoppable.
Yeah, absolutely. You're seeing the kill feed lighting up for the COG team. Once again, Franchise going to drop Praised. Looking to get his old teammate in Solars. Goes for the actually a nade tag. Ends up getting the down. Mental trying to save him. Not going to do it. Another round on the board for Reciprocity. I am loving what I'm seeing out of them. Most teams would roll over after giving up a first map like that, but they are coming back strong. They are looking to do, like I said, everything they can to bring this to a third map and not make that same mistake twice.
Absolutely. Reciprocity. You know, we said it right. They needed to let that first one go on training grounds. They lost. Just let it go. It's over with. And it seems as if short-term memory is a real thing, at least on that team. They've let it go. And they're looking pretty solid here, like nothing ever happened. This is the confidence that I do expect. I mean, they're slaying out. And Franchise has kind of been the leading factor for that. At least in that last round, he was just doing some work onto NRG. And now we move into the 5th game. Excited to see how this one will turn out. Seems like every single round gets better and better. And we'll go ahead and pay attention to Mental here. Powers is going to be on the inside. Explosives will be the first one to push him. And that's going to be a good stunt onto Franchise. Lancer Fire to maybe soften him up a bit as he goes for the final push. He'll go ahead and backtrack a little bit. But Powers is, in fact, going to take out Explosives for the time being. A lot of chaos going through, but it seems as if it's going to be equal trades on both sides.
Yeah, Reciprocity looking strong. See the teamwork coming in. Powers and Icy putting in work on the other end. Franchise and Powers. Hill once again in favor of the COG team. Seeing the rotation come in. Explosive trying to get that revive. It's going to end up in a double kill, make that a triple. One of them ended up being, unfortunately, a team kill, but Powers cleaning up the entire fight with that drop shot. That's going to be 3 members down for NRG. Spawn's getting quicker and quicker as we head towards the later stage of this first half. Lead slowly being built once again for Reciprocity. They've come out so strong this first half, Taylor. We thought, like I said, the momentum that NRG must have, but for Reciprocity to come out, hit him in the face early, and really take control of the second map is very, very impressive.
Absolutely is. It absolutely is. Look at Powers' positioning, right? He's ready to pounce on some of the players. I'm curious how NRG decides to go through with this push. train moving in. Stop things for the time being, but look at that Lancer fire from Icy, right? That at least gets to knock on one player on Solars. And I'm curious how at least Reciprocity decides to stop this, because it's going to be a 3-man push from NRG. You have Icy. Powers is kind of there to rotate over. I think Franchise is off to the left of Icy. And NRG will make a move over towards mid, so at least that's going to be a bit of a distraction. But NRG is going to capitalize. It's going to be 3 players down on the side of Reciprocity. They got to watch out. B is going to be captured, but is it going to be enough time? Will the 2-cap be enough to be able to take the lead? I don't think it will be.
You're going to see the D-cap coming in on C. It's a good opportunity for Rec again to spread the map like that, forcing NRG to push their resources to 2 opposite ends. You're seeing Rush behind enemy line, behind these 2 players. Hits one, it's a nice back row. This will surely end the round in Reciprocity's favor. Solar trying to use that drop shot, not going to be able to connect. Hit the 240 mark, 2 hills in Reciprocity's name. Mental can only do so much. The C hill starting to be decapped. Of course, no one can get over to A. Reciprocity, 4 straight in round number 2.
4 straight. Now it's all about maintaining it, right? They had that type of lead on training grounds, and NRG started making that comeback. In the second half, for some reason, seems to be where teams start to show up. And in this case, NRG in that second half, at least coming up, should be okay. Still one more round to go. Shortest spawns ever coming up, but boom shot has been placed. Okay, so it's going to be boom shots on both sides, so a little bit more utility to work with for each team. Reciprocity's firing on all cylinders. To win 4 straight in a row, that's obviously very impressive, especially on NRG's pick.
See if they can close this at a 5-1. That would be such a commanding lead in the first half. Talk about time and time again, just sort of the mental aspect of looking down the barrel of a 5-1 versus a 4-2. You feel like you're in the game so much more when it's 4-2. Mental, keeping composure, gets 1, gets 2.
Plus gets to pick up as well.
And the revive.
That's huge. That gives them B, that gives them map control, and it puts Reciprocity on the back pedal. And you notice 2 players from NRG up top. Mental's going to come in from a different angle. Icy has no idea he's going to be there. Tagged up quite a bit. Prey should be able to finish him off. Actually, Icy gets away for the time being. Reciprocity's pinned up, Ryan, and it's not looking good.
Yeah, you see the boom shot kills come in the kill feed as well. Make that 2 more with the drop shot. Solars once again with a drop shot double kill. We've seen so many throughout the course of the night. Finishes the 3rd off with the shotgun, getting the revive onto his teammate on the other end. Mental down explosive. Kenny's going to clean that one up. C kill being decapped. They're going to have a drop shot on the C. B's going to be decapped as well. So at the very least, Solars potentially going to get 1 kill here, maybe 2, but not going to be necessarily a round-ending kill. Tries to get them both, ends up missing just a second too late on that revive. Now he's forced to back up. Reciprocity once again with 2 hills in their possession. Still early enough in the round. They can absolutely close this time lead.
Absolutely can. NRG might be able to turn things around. Really depends on Explosive where he's going to go. I think right now we're just going to end up at a standstill, but Reciprocity's got a good line of sight, and they're going to be able to use the Lancer Fire and kind of focus any players that rotate through, and that's going to be really to the testament of Kenny and Powers. Explosive, though, will make a move, forced to back up. Stun will come through. Praised is going to be joining them, so they could hit Icy in a 2v1, but Icy backs up, wisely so. With all that being said, though, Reciprocity on the back pedal does give up the B hill to NRG. So now they're going to have A and B, but I do love the rotation, right? As soon as they know they're losing Bravo, they already are ready to pounce onto the home hill of NRG. They've got A, and it's going to go back and forth, right? NRG now is going to backpedal toward their home hill. Reciprocity then should theoretically take over B, and it's going to go back and forth. I digress, no. A and B is going to be locked in from NRG.
B's trying to be decapped as well. Powers going to catch Explosive slipping there. Potentially heading over towards A, trying to kind of extend that play. We're heading towards the later portion of the round. It looks like Rec does have control of B for at least the time being. No, it's going to be Praised. Ends up taking it out. Kenny C kind of just wasting that last drop so that the members of NRG could not get it. This round looking good now for the Swarm team. They kind of stopped the bleeding finally. NRG came out to a hot start in round 1 and then allowed Rec to take 4 straight. Looking like we're going to enter the first half, exit the first half with a score line of 4-2. Favor Reciprocity.
Yeah, 4-2. Pretty good, but Reciprocity doing a latch-ditch effort onto Bravo. They do get the neutralization, but they're not going to be able to touch A in time. We'll cap out at 250 to 200. Reciprocity loses a round after winning 4 straight. NRG now 4-2. Like you said, Ryan, right? Going into the second half, 4-2. Man, if Reciprocity would have been leading 5-1, that would have been detrimental. And even me, I wouldn't even think NRG would be able to make that comeback possible. But you give NRG an inch, like I said, they take a mile, and here we are. NRG does win another round. They bring it within striking distance, and Reciprocity still pretty far away from taking over this game. If NRG starts racking up a couple more rounds, I'm pretty nervous for Reciprocity.
Yeah, if you're wrecked, you definitely have to kind of keep the pedal to the metal, make sure you do not let up on the intensity. We saw Mental make a huge play towards this middle side of the map. Of course, the power weapon sitting right in his hands. He's going to be able to pick it up, at least for now. Ice is going to hop over. He's going to get hit by a brick. Finally dropped. The teammate, Solar, is almost there for the revive. Not going to happen. Icy taking out multiple members of NRG. That's going to be explosive. That's going to be 5 dead. Praise potentially able to spawn up, but I don't think he should. He's going to get a full elim on the side of Rec. 33 seconds, Taylor. What a quick round.
That's the shortest one. That's the shortest one.
Starting off the second half hot.
That's the shortest round we have seen tonight. 33 seconds, currently the record for the fastest round that we have seen in Emergence days. Good stuff coming out from Reciprocity. That's a way to capitalize. They may have lost one, but it is what it is. Now, a little bit of a history lesson, though. In Game 1, Reciprocity did have a 5-2 lead, and that's when NRG made that comeback, forced a round 13, and took the victory. So Reciprocity.
So what you're saying is.
I'm not saying anything because Caster Curse is real. We know this. Reciprocity, though, has been in the driver's seat like this before, and they crashed the car. So hopefully that doesn't happen here.
So what you're saying is.
I'm not saying anything. No, don't do that.
Sounds like you're saying.
Sounds like you want to say.
Sounds like you're saying.
Sounds
like
you want to say. I don't know, man. Hey, anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Look at
but Icy. He starts off on the Solars.
He's trying to make sure that it does not happen, trying to give them a much more commanding lead. Unfortunately, the kill feed is just his entire team getting dismantled. Rushies at 20% health, the last remaining Reciprocity member on the battlefield. If he gets one, he's taking out himself. Full domination about to come in. Kenny chooses to respawn. Might have been for nothing. I don't think he can get there in time. Kenny. Kenny. He cannot.
Huh. It's only one round.
That's what you're saying is.
It's only one round, so it's 5-3. Reciprocity. Hey, they lost one. That's okay. They just won the last one in 33 seconds, and then they lost one here.
Sounds like you said that's going to happen again.
All right, if NRG wins, if they win this next round, it might be possible. I really hope not. I really hope not. NRG, nice round. See if they can capitalize and lock it up in this one as well. But I'm curious to see if Reciprocity won't make the same mistakes. And it really started right because of those kills in mid. I mean, that's where it all started. And really, it was Icy getting those kills in mids. And then it was just a not-stop answer from NRG. And then before I know it, it was 4 down from Reciprocity. Let's see what's happening.
Hopping on board with Rushies on the initiative. You're going to see Shocks picked up by both captains of these teams. Rushies and Summons mirrored up top. First blood going to be on to Icy at the hands of Solars. Rushies gets a nice break on the Summons, misses the follow-up shot. Summons makes him pay. At Rushies that second shot, that might have been it. Kenny going to get down in the process. E-Hill going to be capped by Rec, at least for now. The drop shot comes in. Looks like it might have hit the ground on accident. That drop shot's not going to connect. NRG not taking control of it for now. You see Reciprocity hopping on that hill. The down comes in on each side. Here we go to that kind of push and pull fight we love to see is underway. Shocks on each side. Drop shots on each side. Mental putting his to use. Summons taking out Kenny.
That's 3 down.
Rush on the
that's
flank,
4
gets
down.
1.
Oh, no.
Gets 2.
Rushies
trying to make it a 3rd. Has 1 more bullet in his chamber, and he makes it 3 with the shot punch. Looking to potentially make a 4, trying to regain his health. Solars not trying to fall at the same fate his teammates did, but the Rushman making a huge play up at E, putting his team back in it.
That's fantastic, right? Because at that point in time, if Rushies went down, that would have been 4 down for Reciprocity. The fact that he stayed up and slayed out allowed them to have the man count, but also capitalize on E. But they've got to be careful. NRG's coming back with a vengeance. They know what just happened to them, and that will not happen again, at least in their book. Shocks are going to be coming out. That's going to be at least stopping the push for now. Solars will be forced to back up. I'm loving the pressure Reciprocity currently has onto E. There's at least 3 players over there. There was at 4 at one point to stop the push from NRG. And they did so a second time, destroying 3 of the players, right? Taking them out. And they even were threatening the triple cap. NRG's in a bad position. Reciprocity's looking good.
Kenny, that initial damage on the Solars. Franchise up there with him. Big lead being built so far by Reciprocity. It continues to grow every second. You're seeing Explosive has an idea where they are. He's kind of surveying the map a little bit, seeing where his teammates are. Flash comes in. Solars takes out Fran. We're beginning to see the push coming in from NRG. It's going to be 1, it's going to be 2. Players down on each end. Explosive misses the shot. Hits the second one. Kenny makes him pay with the third, but he's going to be dropped too. The last remaining member is going to be Franchise, so Reciprocity built such a solid lead. Now he's going to be caught trying to defend his home hill. Almost gets 1, misses the shot. Summons makes him pay. His teammates should be off spawn. At the very least to defend this, you're going to see Summons trying to use that meat shield, trying to get this at least a break. Break comes in.
No way.
Drop shot comes in
No
too.
way.
Praise, it's also Summons almost capped the hill on his knees.
Oh my gosh, if they get a triple cap.
Being taken out, but now look at this, Taylor. NRG is clawing back into this. Reciprocity doesn't have a hill to their name. NRG is going to close this time gap
this cannot
within seconds. Now, if you're Rec, you have to basically cap your home hill. You have to make a fight for either the opposing team's home hill or this E hill. You're going to see the natural progression going up towards E. Praise has this drop shot, takes out Rushies. Now Praise is going to have a free ride over to the D hill, at least for now, before being met. He at least also has those angles.
Nice.
Does get flanked by Powers, who could make a nice little cheeky play over towards the F hill as well.
Oh, NRG swarming on E too. Yeah, they easily locked that down. NRG is definitely. Oh, but F is no, but someone's on D.
But look at the one constant home hill is that middle. Or sorry, the one constant.
But DNF, DNF
but
from
if they get
Reciprocity.
DNF, that could be big. The one gets touched at the last second. Rushies gets dropped by Mental.
This is literally
Powers
come down
falls
to
as
mere
well.
points.
What looked like a potential opportunity for Rec to take the lead. Both get thwarted at the last second. NRG do not let Rec hit their 6th round.
No.
It just turned into a 5-4, and this just got a hell of a lot closer very quickly.
So what you're saying is...
You said it, not me.
No, I didn't say it. No, I didn't say it. You wanted me to say it.
You said it.
This is looking... I mean, it's looking a bit testy, okay? Reciprocity, you guys got this. You guys got this. Reciprocity might be able to come back. I don't know, but NRG is starting to feel... And we talked about it when NRG starts to get that confidence. This is where they start to thrive. Now, granted, though, Reciprocity was in this position again. They won this round, at least on training grounds, when the scoreline was this. They got up to 6-4, and then NRG won 3 straight rounds. So
what you're saying is?
I know what I'm saying is that's not going to happen. I hope not. Reciprocity's got to win this round right here. If NRG wins this and they tie it up, they're going to have all the confidence in the world. They're going to be feeling good. But look at the first half. Reciprocity was playing so incredibly well. I want that team to come back. And if they play like that, if they were in the first half, NRG doesn't stand a chance. We go to third game, which is going to be on Vascar. 100%.
Powers gets that quick pick on the drop. But Reciprocity in a good position. First down comes in. Looks like they're going to get the revive. No first blood just yet. The neutral hill in favor of NRG.
Everybody taking their time. Right now, Reciprocity thinking how to push on E.
Could be a free kill, and he gets the headshot for good measure. Great shots coming in from Powers.
Absolutely.
Has one more drop shot in the chamber if he elects to use it. He decided to use that pistol instead.
Kenny.
See Kenny trying to get that cab. If Reciprocity be able to get this, it would give him an opportunity. 1 kill. Going to be 2. If they can get praised, he goes down. Reciprocity is taking control of the top side of the map. They have the E hill. Powers and Kenny looking to push forward.
Nice.
Summons try to get a little up A on the way out. Not going to connect. Reciprocity looking strong. Take this 10th round so far. They're about to get the time lead back. Shocks are going to be in the hand of NRG once again. You can see Icy rotating up there. Brett kind of spreading the resources a little bit. Meanwhile, you see the push is continuing for NRG. It's going to be up top. They need to get that neutral hill back. Fran just waiting for them to have the opportunity. Getting that shock in there. That's going to cause trouble on both ends. One player goes down. It's going to be Solars taken out. Looking like the shock from NRG doing absolutely no damage to the side of Reciprocity.
I like this play. Franchise rotates out. very aware that maybe this is the opportunity where Summons tries to sneak over towards E. Maybe he's going to counter that. Meanwhile, great job with the shock to drop. Praised off in a distance, but now you're stacked up 3 strong, at least on the NRG side. You just got to go for it. Solar's going to do just that. Powers is going to be stunned quite a bit. Explosives, though, off in a distance. Powers takes him out. He'll get dropped. NRG will, in fact, capitalize onto E, and there they're going to start the push forward. Kenny has a great opportunity to pick up a couple players here. He drops one. Can't get the finish, though. Icy can't even get the finish himself, and Praise capitalizes that moment, and he gets the pickup, Ryan.
That's not good. I'll tell you that much. Beautiful plays coming in from Praise. Drop shots coming in, though. Franchise there to save the day. Gets a double kill on the Solars and Praise, avenging his teammates who have fallen. This should be a good chance for Reciprocity to play some strong defense. One more drop shot in Franchise's hands. You're going to see them giving a little bit of trouble to NRG. Up top, Power's going to jump through. Going to go for that E-cap just to be annoying. Nothing NRG can do. And the 10th round once again in the hands of Reciprocity, leading 6-4 for the second map in a row. Can they close it out this time? Can they send us to a third and final map?
We'll go back to it. Go back to training grounds. We were literally in this very position. 6-4. 6-4, and NRG won 3 straight rounds to take the victory. Short-term memory, though. Reciprocity doesn't remember that.
Have to shake it off.
But they don't remember that. I remember that. They don't remember that.
Mental fortitude.
Mental
Now's the
fortitude.
time.
It's a big word.
Be mentally strong.
Okay.
Shake it off. Say this is not happening again.
Shake it big, baby.
Borat, this is not happening again.
Really, we're bringing out the Borat. This
Speak
is serious,
it into existence.
Okay, well.
Or just lose 3 straight again and we're done. I don't know. But now, of course, we definitely want to see a third and final map. I do not want to see Reciprocity let that happen again. They built a lead on both maps. Can they finish it off? Initial kills come in. Summons gets 1. Mentals gets a 2nd. Can he get the equalizing kill? But it is going to be Solars picking up that drop shot. Keep in mind that drop shot will have 2 bullets. Not like one of those drop shots we see on the home hills where there's one. Franchise on the other end. Going to get a kill onto Explosive. A little more captain on captain crime you like to see, Taylor. On the other end, Icy going to drop Summons. Trades coming in left and right. Praise going to make Icy pay. Kenny making Solars pay. Back and forth we go. The push and pull up top is underway. The E-kill is being decapped. This could be the time. Reciprocity
this is
looking for the trip cap. They're looking to finish this right here, right now.
They could do
it.
The
flashes are coming. NRG, they're trying to get the break. The shots are coming in. Kenny's trying to get one. His teammate ends up taking him out. He gets dropped.
Rushies!
But Rushies ends up downing 2 somehow.
Yes, sir! Just needs Solars in the other. He's going to go in and back off wisely. So no reason to ego challenge that. Hey, just back off. Damage is done. You did well off the initial. You got D&E. Preserve your life. That's exactly the right play for Rushies to do, to back off. And wisely so, right? I mean, he's sitting at a total of no respawns, right? 0 respawns, so he does need to preserve his life as much as possible to avoid that 5v4 situation going down. But on the other side, though, look at NRG. Roles have been reversed from training grounds now to NRG in this game. Mental, Summons, and Explosives. They have to play cautiously. Why? They have no respawn. So respawn economy has tanked for the side of NRG. Reciprocity is dominating in that regard. So for all intents and purposes, Reciprocity should, in fact, win this last round, and we should go to a Game 3 on Vascar. NRG Explosive, though, is going to be pushing forward onto Icy. He'll go and backtrack. They'll easily get that cap onto E. But I'm curious when those the power weapons are going to be respawning, right? Because that's pretty much a free kill. That's an easy kill overall and an easy way to go ahead and eliminate some of these players who are low on respawns.
You're seeing Franchise kind of drop Solars as well. Solars, unfortunate for Reciprocity, is one of the players on NRG with a lot of respawns left in the bank. Mental going to make Franchise pay on the other end. The trains going to be cutting off that side of the map. Shocks picked up by both teams. NRG does have the E-hill up top, so that is going to be sort of the catalyst for Reciprocity to have to push through. Reciprocity, they're going to have to choose to make that E push or OE over to the home hill. Like I said, on the Asylum, a lot of times you do see, like I said, that fight going up towards E, so I do expect to see sort of the final fight going down up there as NRG will be taking the lead soon. The break comes in. Reciprocity stops the 2 cap.
Oh, Mental and Explosive.
Powers gets 2 down with a shock. One of them gets revived, but one of them was taken out.
Explosive, yep, he's done.
He's out. That's the team captain, too. That's the guy making all the calls. I mean, he does have the luxury sort of calling out from the death screen. But Kenny with a double kill. That should surely seal the deal for Reciprocity, barring an absolute tragedy. You see Summons getting that E-Hill, but Solar's going to be down in the kill feed as well. 2-cap for Reciprocity. That's going to give them the 2 home hills. I don't see any way this can happen for NRG. Reciprocity, do not make the same mistake twice. They clutch up. They do what they need to force a 3rd and final map. We are headed to Vascar. The momentum now shifting towards Reciprocity. They did the hardest part. They took out NRG on their map pick. Things are looking up if you're a fan of Reciprocity right now.
Wow, I love it, right? Reciprocity looking so incredibly strong. The fact that they win on Asylum, right? We talked about it ahead of time. NRG dominates on this map, but they came back poised and did not make the same mistakes they did on training grounds to force a game 3. I'm not going to lie. Reciprocity could very much so beat NRG in game 3 on Vascar. Vascar has kind of been the weakness of at least a little snapshot we've seen of NRG tonight, all right? I'm not going to go back to the full history of it, but Vascar is the map that did go to around 13 against Hive. And Hive did, in fact, win it 7-6 against NRG. So, with all intents and purposes, hey, maybe this is NRG's weak point, and Reciprocity could, in fact, capitalize in this very moment. But I do want to highlight, though, we have not